Hi traders, this is the Dow on the daily chart with the fibs on the move from the Fed day drop to the lows following that event. And you can see we have held this critical, after the drop we recovered on the 26th of June. So the Fed day drop was the 19th of June. So within a week of that Fed day announcement we started to hold this level here, 14,500 just above, and then once we closed above 14,875, which was his major support from April, and these lows here in June, we've held and not closed below that level, and even had a hammerite bar on the 50% here. US jobs tomorrow, US are on holiday today, so I'm just looking to see if this can actually break 15,100. Because if it does, we could get right back to 15,300 on the back of that. However, we have got a lot of congestion here, but that is either we just hit this and just roll over, but start closing above 15,080 tomorrow. That's going back to the Fed day drop zone, and that monthly R1, that's 15,300. Okay, and sometimes with these trend lines they can just they can drop, shuffle along, keep bashing it, but every time it bashes it, it weakens. So we've had 3 touches of this trend line at the moment, so if that breaks then expect a decent move up. How can you play it? Let's go to the 60 minutes. That might help us identify a key area. Yeah, see, after the 3rd on Tuesday we held this 50% from this move here. I mean, any pullbacks to 14,980, yeah, I think we're hitting resistance up here, so if we can pull back to 14,980, that could be a good place to get in, even for swing traders. Let's have a look at oil, because oil's been on a tear. So we're very high, very extended, and so we had this, we held down here, held at 94, held at 91.30, held at this all came from 85.60, and we have a 127 extension at just under 103 and a monthly R2 at 103.50. So these are the kinds of areas that I would look for into non-farm payroll, assuming non-farm payroll gives us that move. And 99.90, if we see it, is a great place to get long. I'm not sure we're going to see it. We might even, despite the US is not around, we might even break 101.30 today. Just because the US is not around doesn't mean to say everything just suddenly stops. But with lower volume, we may not have the volume to do it. So the higher probability move is to try and get any pullbacks here. So look at gold before we can move on to Forex. This 12.17 level I've marked must be crucial. Yeah, 12.17 is crucial. Drop below it and then close right above it, 12.50. At some stage I think we're going to want to go and test 13.45. This could just be a bearish consolidation, but I would suggest I think it's worth buying low at this stage with short stops. Now you can get in around about, we're 12.50 now. If you were to buy 12.50 with a stop under 12.38, I think that could move. Let's move on to Forex, because the pound's been terrific this week. That's the daily chart of the pound. So you can see we dipped below this 23.6, closed above, smashed into 38.2, and can't get through it at the moment. But if the Fed that's got a trend line there, a lot of touches from the high here, touches there on the 16th of May. It's all down to the, if we can hold this area here, we might be able to retest that 50 MA at 153.60. I think this is a buy. These pullbacks here are a buy, and we did close above the 8 narrowly yesterday. And I would look to see if non-farm payroll can take us into that level there. Euro just narrowly under 130 with a hammer-like bar on 76.4. So we break yesterday's highs at 130.30. I would expect that to recover to 131. Yen pairs, pound yen has been phenomenal. That was 130 we saw yesterday. A bit of a hangman bar. So if we get a retest of 151.50, I think we could bounce up to that monthly R1 or certainly 154. CAD Swissy, I've been keeping an eye on. Still have a position in this. I think this is. We've had a lot of blue bars, only 2 red bars since the 21st of June. I think this is capable of breaking up and at least retesting 91. So in one of my accounts, I'm still holding a position in that one. We should have looked at the Nikkei first. Let's look at the Nikkei. So the Nikkei has crashed into monthly R1. Bit of a hangman bar there, seeing some pullbacks. If that starts dropping through these key levels here, 13,900 is crucial. Start closing below that, and this could just be easily just a pullback, and we will slide back to the short side. Okay, quick look at some bellwether stocks. Start with the UK stock. Sorry, Vodafone got bought at those lows of 175. Looks as if it's capable of getting back to 192 plus at this stage, the way it's clinging off the 50 EMA. And Lloyd's I thought would short, and that has held and moved back up. Tested that monthly R1 and has pushed back up. First group, yuck, it's clinging on. Very just clinging on. Barclays. So it's got held at 273 and we're currently 285. US bellwethers. RIM is completely beaten up. See how we gap down, and once they broke, like look at that 1044. That was retested on the next day. So gap down again on the second day, pushed back to the gap down level, couldn't hold, and now they've dragged it right down to 1966. So that's a great short if you manage to get in that one. There was a signal up there, a short-term high, closed below next day, so that there was indication on 27th that could drop. Potash. I think that's a buy down there. That's the stopping bar. Close above next day, 37.98. I would look for 37.98 tomorrow. Potash is a good steady stock. This is the season to buy potash, because if that breaks out of that, I think we could see that high is off of view, but I think we could see a move into 5,000. At the very least, I think we could see that move to the top of the box at 43.80. So I'm looking at for a pullback on potash. Google. That's a bullish pattern. I think that's a bull flag. If we can hold here on the monthly pivot, I think we could start to break 92 and go up to 100. Goldman's. That is potentially a buy as well. That's a massive amount of support down there. That starts breaking 156. That could retest the highs. Bank of America. That breaks that monthly pivot. That could go back to the highs as well. Alright, hope that helps, and stay safe as we head into non-farm payroll. Let's see how we close on Friday.